WingoCase is the first truly ergonomic mobile device case designed to reduce hand fatigue and prevent repetitive stress injuries. Quite simply, WingoCase makes it easier and more comfortable to hold mobile devices. So if you're struggling with that, I have very small hands, so this speaks directly to me. Here's Executive VP of Sales, Mark Freeland, to hear what the company's been up to since they took the PubTalk stage in 2017. Come on up.
Evening, folks. My name is Mark Freeland. Thank you, Shannon. Thanks, Roger, Brian, the entire EDCO team. Appreciate being back on stage. The first person that you saw from our team on stage a couple years ago was Cole McGowan, our founder. Essentially, I just want to give you a quick update on what we're doing, kind of where we're going. So for those of you who don't know who WingoCase is, we are the designer and manufacturer of cases for mobile devices, both phones and tablets. So as most of us in the room know, it's sometimes difficult and painful to hold on to your tablet or smartphone. What we've done is create an extremely simple solution that enables you to hold a tablet or a smartphone without any grip pressure or having to kind of put your wrist in a very awkward position. So Cole was on stage a couple years ago at BVC. Solution is fantastic. We've raised about just over $1 million to date in the form of a bunch of convertible notes. We're actually in the middle of our first institutional raise, so we're raising $5 million right now. Our CEO and I were in Manhattan last week. I had the chance to meet with 8 different investment banks. Response was fantastic, so we're planning on closing that round probably Q2 this year. In the interim, we are actually doing our last tranche of convertible notes. So if there are any interested investors in the room that want to look at early stage companies right before the notes convert, please find me afterwards. We've got some tranches left there. The reason I bring up the $5 million is we're so excited to really kind of cement our footprint in Bend. So we signed an office space in the Moda building. We're now in the Moda building. We're planning on adding about 20 to 30, potentially 40 more employees the next couple years. Engineers, industrial engineers, design engineers, operations staff. We're going to add some sales. So please look out for us. You're going to be seeing a lot more of us. Our first product hit the market just before Christmas. Really what separates us from the marketplace, and this is a massive market, it's about a $225 billion global marketplace for accessories, is that the outer boxes of the world, the specs of the world, everybody looks at it from the case standpoint, and we're looking at it from the user standpoint. We're trying to protect the person that's holding the device. There are companies in Central Oregon, there are companies in the state of Oregon, there are companies regionally and nationally that are asking employees to hold tablets, use their phones for extended periods of time. It's leading to all kinds of wrist ailments, repetitive stress injuries, and we have created what we think is the premier solution. So we're really pioneering an entire new category as far as this space is concerned. Continue to look out for us. We've got 2 more products hitting the market this year. We've got 10 products hitting the market next year. We've got about 30 products hitting the market the following year. So we're really excited to kind of cement our place in Bend. We're working hand in hand with Roger, Brian, the entire team at EDCO as far as our growth pattern is concerned. So if I haven't met you tonight, please come say hi. If you're interested in investing before this $5 million institutional round closes, let me know. And if you have any friends on the engineering side of the world or the operations side of the world that are looking for jobs in the next couple of years, please send us a note. Thanks so much. Sure.
So I know that my first yoga teacher certification was actually in repetitive stress injuries, and this is like a real problem, and so I love what you're doing, but do you have any sort of specifications in your cases that are protecting the eyes?
Protecting the eyes?
From like the blue glare burning out our eyes?
No.
Okay. Clear, simple action. Yeah, I mean, I know there's other things that you can add in addition, but maybe there's a potential opportunity there.
Yeah, Shannon, we got so many products in the pipeline that our engineers are working on. Really what separates us is that all of the competitors in the marketplace right now, everything's centralized on the back of the device. So I'm sure that a lot of you have pop sockets. You know, some of you have probably use tablets that have that strap in the back. What separates us is that our founder, Cole McGowan, who is somewhat omnipotent, was smart enough to actually sweep up all of the IP for any wing, arm, or extension that goes beyond the perimeter of the case. So this is the most natural position to hold a tablet. The product that we're releasing for phones, which is going to go toe-to-toe with Pop Socket at the end of this year, you guys are going to love, so we'll be excited to launch that. So short answer, no, as far as iGlare is concerned, but you know, once we close this round of $5 million, we'll be looking at a lot of different products.
Cool. Very cool. Well, so I'm very analog. I like to read real books. Could you make something like this for an actual book? Don't answer that. Any questions from the audience? Aaron? Price point. Good question.
Sure. Product for phones is going to be in that, you know, kind of pop socket range, $17 to $19. You know, this is a $60 wholesale product. The response on the enterprise side of the world with big healthcare institutions, home health, airline industry, restaurant industry. Hopefully, as you all see this product now, you're going to see a lot more tablets around town, and you'll see people kind of fumbling with them. If anyone flies Alaska, when they check your boarding pass, they're using an iPad, and they are literally having to death grip it. You know, so we feel like we are at a very competitive price point, given all the competitors in the marketplace right now.
And are you mostly trying to sell direct to companies wholesale, or are you also doing retail? It's both. Like, what's kind of the breakdown for that?
Yeah, great question. The huge enterprise focus right out of the gate for the next 6 months. Then we have our consumer product, which is the phone product hitting the market kind of end of Q2, first part of Q3. So if you are an owner of a business here in Central Oregon, if you're an employee here and your company uses tablets, please come talk to us. Quite simply, we're making employees happier and healthier by making it easier to hold on to these things. It's as simple as that.
It's very cool. Any other questions from the yes? Are you marketing to schools at all? Got to get those children in the mix.
Absolutely, absolutely. So our girls are in 5th grade and 4th grade, and they bring their iPads home all the time. We're absolutely marketing to schools. You know, the product that we hope we don't run into is a budgetary issue, not only with the state of Oregon, you know, but California and beyond. But yeah, absolutely. From a prevention standpoint, schools are going to be a huge vertical for us.
I'll be curious to see how that develops, because it seems like it's something that needs to happen, so someone's going to have to fork over the money, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe Apple has some spare change laying around. Any other questions? I think I saw another hand. There was another one. Any other questions? Any other questions? Okay. Oh, yeah, Jordan. Is your workforce going to be in Central Oregon? Great question.
A majority will be. We're manufacturing the product in Taiwan right now. From a warehouse space, we will be bringing a huge warehouse team to Central Oregon. We'd ultimately love to bring, you know, the production and the tooling to the USA. You know, if anyone here has made a product before, you kind of know the restraints in doing that. So yes, that's a goal.
Cool. Any other questions from the audience? I have one other question. What kind of feedback are you hearing from people that are using this? It's pretty awesome.
It's funny. Honestly, the biggest question we get is you know, I head up sales. It's literally the easiest sale of all time, because all I do is hand it to people, and they're like, oh my gosh, I get it. Awesome. So the biggest question we get is, no one else is doing this? And, you know, so Steve and our CEO and Cole, you know, our founder, who are in the back of the room tonight, we kind of laugh. We're like, no one else is doing it.
Wow. Cool. Well, good for you. It's an awesome product, and I'm so glad you guys are here in Central Oregon. So thanks for coming by, Mark, and thanks for showing us.